Hi, welcome to Mondays with Melissa. I want to talk this week about guardianships. Guardianships are very important for individuals who don't have a power of attorney or a healthcare proxy, or if they do have a power of attorney and healthcare proxy, but the person that they named as agent is perhaps not acting in their best interest, or maybe is unable to act and there's no backup. So often we bring a guardianship proceeding when we are meeting with a family and we need to do a Medicaid application and assets need to be transferred, certain work needs to be done, perhaps a pooled income trust needs to be set up, and there's nobody with the legal authority to handle those matters, and the person cannot themselves execute any documents. In those cases, we have to bring a guardianship. So we file a petition with the court and we lay out all of the reasons why this person is not able to handle their own financial affairs, their own healthcare affairs, and who the proposed guardian is, and all of the interested parties are served with a document telling them that a guardianship is going to take place, a hearing is going to take place on a specific day, so they can contest, they can show up, they can speak their piece. So sometimes they're contested guardianships and sometimes they're very straightforward and it's an easier process. But either way, it is much better to have the power of attorney, the healthcare proxy, the living will created, signed, and executed when someone has capacity, and we've certainly talked about that before. Another important use of the guardianship is if somebody is acting in bad faith. So perhaps there's a power of attorney and other family members are seeing things disappearing from bank accounts, money disappearing from the bank accounts, or anything really that could potentially be misuse of the document. The other family member can bring a guardianship proceeding in the court to have that power of attorney voided and to name a guardian instead. And of course, there has to be proof that there's been wrongdoing under the power of attorney, and sometimes those cases are even recommended to the DA, referred to the DA. So there are other reasons for bringing a guardianship besides not having these documents. People sometimes will look to the guardianship court is if a family member, a loved one, is being pinpointed in a scam and perhaps sending money to an individual or group of individuals or whoever is reaching out to them because they believe whatever the person is telling them, and they just keep sending money, and this family member that knows about it could potentially bring a guardianship proceeding to try to help their loved one, protect them from themselves, essentially. So it's a very important part of our work here at Kona Elder Law. Guardianships can really be very helpful and used to protect our aging loved ones. Put any questions that you have in the comments, and we'll see you next week.